Amex is never declined. A gentleman in a suit walked into the tech store during the holiday rush and asked to purchase an iPod. I selected the one that he selected, then as I pulled out a handheld point-of-sale device, he pulled out a black American Express card. A quick word about black, metal, American Express cards. Those are very exclusive, and American Express does not just hand those out. They're usually for business owners or people who are very, very wealthy. There is no limit on them. You could literally walk into a mall with one of these and say, I am buying this store. All of it. Here is my Amex, ring it up please. And that's the other part, American Express will honor these transactions, no matter what they are. The catch is cardholder liability, so I've been told, I am not that wealthy, and I do not possess one of these, is slightly different for those luxurious and elite cardholders. Back to the story. The gentleman who asked for an iPod pulled out a black American Express card and handed it to me. I nervously asked for his ID. Our store had just changed its policy to always ask for a government ID, but you're not technically supposed to ask if the card was signed, which it was. He looked annoyed, but gave a slight shrug and handed me a driver's license, which showed him glowering at the camera. I handed back the driver's license, and then swiped the thick metal card through the reader with a bit of difficulty. It declined. I was frozen in shock for a moment, and as a result had nothing approaching my usual mask of calm. The gentleman, already a bit annoyed, asked what the problem was. I nervously, quietly, told him that the transaction had been declined. It was now a competition for who was more shocked, him or me. He angrily demanded that I run it again, but I explained to him that doing so would not be a wise idea. Whatever was going on, there was a good chance that multiple swipe attempts could result in a freeze on the card. After a bit more calming and coaxing, he agreed to step outside and contact American Express, leaving me awkwardly standing in a busy store with an iPod, a point-of-sale device, wearing a harried look, and as patiently as possible telling anyone who approached, fellow employee or customer, that I was busy as I watched the customer scream on the phone outside. Gradually his screaming subsided, he calmed down, then calmly walked back into the store. He gave no explanation, but told me to run the card again. At that point, I was desperate for anything to make this entire debacle be over, so I complied. Thankfully, the transaction went through, now it was someone else's problem. He took the purchase and left without another word.